Good morning. Welcome to a Wednesday morning. It's Tone to Bone. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Later on tonight, of course, we have our Live Wire Wednesday show tonight. We're doing something tonight on our AC/DC show. AC/DC, of course, holds the record for having the second biggest selling album of all time, only behind Thriller, that being, of course, Back in Black. And we dedicate an entire hour to them thanks to Southern Precision Staffing for all your staffing needs, construction or otherwise. 205-682-2828, 205-682-2828. They're right here in Hoover, Alabama. They serve the United States of America just like Tony Kurre Radio does. We've been doing, we did all live cuts last week. The week before we did the Back in Black album to celebrate the 42nd anniversary release of that album. We tracked the entire thing. We did a pre-black, a post-black. We've done songs about women. We've done songs about partying. We've done songs about guns. We've done all these songs. Barry Summon, good morning to you. Or Benny Summon, good morning to you. So tonight we're going to do a show called Tie One On, which is something we used to do on the Classic Rock 99 30 years ago, where we play a song and then the next song has to have something to do with the previous song. For example, if we played Back in Black, maybe the next song could be Black Ice. If we played Whole Lotta Rosie, maybe the next song could be She's Got the Jack, having something to do with women or something like that. Anyway, we'll do that show later on tonight. We'll do it by request. It runs at 8 o'clock right here on Tony Kurre Radio. Also, Mission Minded with our good friend Michael Coleman, who's now with the Montgomery Food Bank. He'll join us, talk about some non-for-profits a little bit later on going on today as well. By the way, do you know who the Antonellis are? Antonelli's Cheese Shop. Have you seen this? Have you seen that stinking commercial? If I see that commercial one more time, I'm going to come through my freaking TV, man. I watch some television. I don't try to watch a lot of television. I try to stay off the TV. But if I see that Antonelli's Cheese Shop commercial one more time, I'm going to stick some cheese in my eyeballs and just poke them out. Where are the Antonellis? Man, I'm telling you what, Capital One, they're giving them like the world. That Antonelli's Cheese Shop should be like Sargento's now. They should be like rich as many times that commercial. And the Amazon Prime commercial, the old Billy Ocean song, Get Out of My Car, that black dude singing. I loved it like the first 100 times I saw it, but I'm like it's on like every stinking commercial break is that Amazon Prime commercial coming up. I will tell you this though, a lot of people are like, why do they run these commercials over and over and over again? It takes about 7 or 8 takes. And this goes for radio too. Saturation is very important, but it takes about 7 or 8 times when you see a TV commercial for it to sink in. And evidently 700 times ain't enough at this point. Al Cooper, good morning to you. Also on this date in rock and roll history, Carlos Santana, by the way, was almost history last night. He was in Michigan. Carlos, you're 74 years old. You've played like 27 concerts this summer alone. Slow down. We need you. You rock and rollers, slow down a little bit. You don't have to play 3 or 4 shows a week. Once a week is plenty. Drink some water, get some Gatorade. He obviously was dehydrated. I had some heat issues last night, was sitting back by the drum set and just went, he's fine, but they stopped the show, freaked everybody out. They were saying prayers for him, everything else. Carlos Santana's fine, just a little heat exhaustion. So our thoughts and prayers go out to him. Also on this date, back in the 60s, Paul met John, which is really amazing because you think about the people that you meet in your life and how we're all kind of interconnected. I think it's really interesting. What was the movie called? Was it called Slides or Slide or something like that? It was a movie where everyone was living their life, and then if you moved everything 5 seconds forward or 5 seconds backward, how your life would be totally different. It's amazing how it all comes together. But for John and Paul to meet, and of course John was with the Kurre at the time, and they were at some church social at his church, and they met downstairs in the basement. Next thing you know, they were 15 and 16 years of age. John loved the way Paul wrote some music, and Paul loved the way John reacted to some of that music. Next thing you know, they started the Beatles, and boom, just fantastic, and the best writing duo of all time, period. And also on this date, in 1994, Forrest Gump hit the movie theaters. That's another one of those movies. There's like, there's only about 4 or 5, 6, 7 maybe movies where every time they come on television, I have to watch it. And I've seen it like a million times, and I'm thinking, well, I'll watch it for just a few minutes, and like an hour and a half later, I'm still watching the same thing. Like Back to the Future, it's been on TBS a lot lately. Every time Back to the Future's on, I end up watching the damn thing like again. I've seen it like 55 times. But you stay for like one break, and then you're like, I'll sit through for another commercial break. The Green Mile is another one of those movies for some reason, whenever the Green Mile, maybe it's because it's on TV a lot, but every time I see it, I end up watching it for like 2 hours. Forrest Gump, every time I see that movie on television, I don't want to watch it because I've seen it a million times. But then when I start watching it, then I'm hooked for like an hour and a half. Anyway, it came into theaters back in 1994, did like over $600 million. And of course also won an Academy Award, several Academy Awards in 1995. Happy birthday to Kevin Hart today, turns 43. Sylvester Stallone still has the muscles going on, he's 76. And Burt Ward turns 77 years of age. Wouldn't be Batman without Robin. Happy birthday to our three folks today. All right, I hope you have a fantastic day. God bless you. And I hope you do some wonderful things with your life today and stay positive. Don't forget, of course, the Livewire Wednesday later on tonight. Download that Tony Curry Radio app. We got tens of thousands of downloads just for our Detonation Station thing on Monday, which was fantastic for the 4th of July, and a lot of people stayed on it. By the way, our Norwegian friends, man, we had a ton of people in Norway listening on Monday night. I don't know why. They love themselves some classic rock, man. I need to go back to Lillehammer and hang out for a little bit. Those little Olgas and Helgas. Check out our app. Go to TKR on Android or Apple. TKR. It's that easy, TKR, and download the app. It's free. It takes you about 5-6 seconds, and I promise you're going to love it. We got 5-star ratings across the board. And then, of course, also go to Spotify. Wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, search Tony Curry Radio. It's Curry with a K. On Spotify, and you can listen to well over 200 different episodes of everything from Dark Side of the Pooch, Adapt or Perish on Tuesdays, Mission Minded, Livewire Wednesday, Blues Almighty with Austin Hanks, a brand new episode going off tomorrow. Sometimes he's got Billy F. Gibbons from ZZ Top joining him. We got Damon Johnson, of course, on the road with Leonard Skinner right now, getting ready for the Brother Kane reprisal, if you will, next year, and doing some shows with them, and also a show called When in Rome with Stuart Rome from the Woodhouse Day Spa. It's fantastic show. It's a show to make you look good, feel good, and sound good. We do that every Friday as well. We also have a brand new show with Kip Keefer called Need to Know, which is going to be running every single, when did we say we're going to run that? On Tuesdays? Wednesdays? We'll let you know when that show is going to be run. It ran last week on Friday, but it's a fantastic show as well. And also, he's going to be doing a show getting ready for college football season coming up here in just about a month. And that, of course, would be a show called Wanna Bet, which you can also see on the CW21 and hear it right here on Tony Curry Radio and on Spotify. Thanks for watching today. I will see you tomorrow morning. Love you.